So here we are. This is how you get a PP999. Now, we'll quickly unbox it and talk about it at the same time. Phono Preamp, what is that? Well, for most folks, you have an older turntable and you've got a newer sound system, or maybe just a party speaker or some monitors. Anything basically that's new versus an older turntable. What is going on when you plug one of those in? Well, the volume's not very loud, and you're like, well, why is the volume not loud? Because a turntable that's using a Phono Preamp, or sorry, a Phono standard line level connection, which is what turntables are at, is 3 times lower than an actual line level signal that we use for, let's say, anything from a CD player to even our laptop or anything like that. Anything today, our TV, every line level that comes out of everything we've bought since a turntable has been 3 times greater. So if you have a turntable and you don't have a Phono Preamp because you don't have an old stereo or a real super high-end stereo that was, you know, we're going to put this Phono Preamp in there, then you're going to need something like this. What is it? RCAs at both ends in this case here, and a power supply. Now there's a little bit of magic going on in here, but basically what's happening is it's going to take this lower signal that your turntable is at, and you'll get to plug it in here where it says in, and then you'll be able to run another set of RCA cables out of here to whatever you have. This output can go to your home theater system, it can go to a regular receiver, it can go to a hobby amp, it can go to some powered speakers, it can go to some bookshelf monitors, anything that's got an amplifier in it that has an input. Now you may end up going from RCA to 3.5, that's up to you. And that works just fine as well. I mean, I could be going from RCA to 1/4 inch if I need to, depending if I'm going to hook this up maybe into a mixer or a controller. So there we go. That's what's happening here. Remember, all you got to do is plug in the 12-volt adapter. If you have a dual style wiring harness system, it's going to be 3 wires. It's going to be a left and right RCA cable, and it's going to have a grounding screw on it. That wire gets connected here. You may or may not have to connect a wire from here to whatever you're hooking up. If you find that you still hear a buzz or a hum coming through, then you probably need to ground your system. But normally, grounding the turntable here is going to do the job. And that's it. This is the PP999 from Pyle. The quality of this particular unit here, it's got a noise suppression system in it to help get rid of a little bit of the background noise that your turntable may generate and not pass it on to your actual AV system. This would be a standard type of Phono Preamp you would find in a 20 or 30-year-old receiver from companies like Sony, Kenwood, JVC, Pioneer, you name it. Everybody that was mainstream consumer brand product back in the day would have had one of these guys built into it at about this quality. If you're buying a reasonably priced system and a reasonably priced turntable, you're going to need a reasonably priced Phono Preamp. You can buy much, much more expensive ones. If you have a $1,000 turntable, then probably spend $100 on this item. If you have a turntable from 1978, this is going to do the job magically for you. No worries about that at all. And there you go. This is the Pyle PP999.